Hey, bud. Welcome back. We're on a couple of side quests here. There's a couple of things that I would like to get together. First is quartz, and the other is the alien material SAM. I found them both. We've got the raw quartz, normal, and right around this corner, we've got normal SAM, which is going to be great so that we can start making our interdimensional storage, I think it's what it's called. Basically cloud storage. And then we have two pure raw quartz right here. So with the Mark II miners, we are going to be pulling out 480 quartz with just those two spots, and then a third with the normal, bringing our output to quite a bit. And what I would like to do is have some of that finished product go to the main base and have that transported by vehicles. All right, so what do we handle with here? What I'm thinking is maybe we go ahead and just build lines to get the product out, meaning a conveyor belt. Yeah, you know what? Let's turn this into our quartz facility as well. So what we'll do is we'll clean up the coal production line, and we will make sure that the power grid is extended out here from the main power plant. So I just went ahead and threw down the steel beams required to make the track to go from the pure spots of quartz and SAM out to that area where we're going to build up our next production line. So we brought the power over from the main area. We've got our quartz lines up and running. I've got the 3 coming in here from the cave, comes down this way. We've just got equal parts silica and equal parts whatever these are called, quartz crystals. If you do 2 of each, it equals out to 120 quartz a minute used. And I've got 1 normal and 2 pures, so the 2 pure lines have 8 per that they are running up against. And then the 4th line is the SAM, which is over here. And right now it's just being turned into the first level, the reanimated SAM. In order to make the next stuff, we either have to make it manually or within a manufacturer, and we haven't unlocked the manufacturer yet. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take care of the oil production. As I mentioned before, there is oil just south of where we were building. So what has transpired in the last little bit is I've gone ahead and started building the extension of the highway. As you can see in the distance, there is our base along with our space elevator. So what are we doing here? We're building a highway, and we are going to build the first offshoot here, and it is going to take us to our oil field. So just to show that on the map, it is just going to squeak down here, straight down. And it is going to hit these 3 nodes. 2 of them are pure, so we should get a decent amount of production up and running. Let's see, 240 times 3. So what was that, 720? 720 units of crude oil that can be pumped a minute. All right, we are back at the oil field. And I may have lost some footage due to a power outage yesterday, so I apologize if there isn't much progress for showing this build, but we've got the ground floor set, and we've also got the vehicle depot set, so I thought I'd show it. I still need to finish off the aesthetics of it, but we've got it pretty tied up for all the oil that we can pull from this place at the current time. So to take you through this really quick, color coded a lot of these, and what this is doing is feeding our new power generators. So each refinery is powering 2 generators, and depending on whether it's a pure or a normal node for oil, they're generating either 4 or 8 in total. You can see here, I've got the different refineries bringing into power. And like I said, color coding it to try and make it as easy as possible to follow as I was building. I've got runoff here for plastic, and that is one of the byproducts of making the fuel for the generators. That plastic is being turned into gas tanks, which is going into another gas spot or another fuel spot that is hooked up to this packager here and is putting together, a ton of fuel already packaged up. So I am already going to need to work on clearing this. That filled up extremely fast. But the other lines are dedicated to plastic and rubber. These all feed up into where our guys will be picking up. And up here we have our car area. And so cars will come down this path. They will get loaded at either one of these 2 stations. One will be dedicated to plastic, one's for rubber. This will enable us to move a ton of plastic and fuel over to the main base, which is what we will be working on next as we look at clearing up those lines. But we're going to call it there. I will see you at the next one. Take care. Goodbye.